The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Does anyone actually know what's going on here?
I literally have no idea. Help.
We're 20 whatever. Hi.
Hey. And hello, and welcome to the final episode of 20 Whatever Podcast. I hated to say it, but somebody had to.
One last time.
Relax. Have a drink with me. And this is our first drink all together on the couch because the last time Sierra was pregnant.
This actually is more iconic than you actually
I
can
know.
realize.
Cheers.
Like, cheers. Oh my God.
I'm moving my mic for this because it's worth it.
It's important. Yes.
Cheers,
Clink, clink,
ladies.
bitches.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long since we've shared a beverage together.
I
No
know.
juice boxes in sight.
Oh my God, that's
today.
right. You were really on your Capri Sun
Oh,
game.
yeah.
But those are so good. Can't lie.
Yeah, that's fair.
But now we can do Capri Sun with vodka on ice. It's
Right.
summertime. Oh my God. We're
I
going to be
know.
like, Sierra, blend it in go by the pool and blend it like Capri Sun.
exactly.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Actually, tea.
Mhm.
Tea. You should take the Capri Suns, freeze them, put the vodka, and you can have a slush.
Dude.
Please let me know how that goes.
Bye. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Dip it out.
Because I opened the fridge and I saw so many Capri Suns. I was like, oh yeah, we're on the Capri Sun game. But now,
And it's been, the way it's been so hot,
it's been
So hot.
boiling.
so hot. But thankful.
The ozone layer,
Gone.
gone.
Well, cheers, ladies.
Yes. Cheers to our last episode where we are ending on a high note, talking
Yes.
about our fave memories and reading some of y'all's favorite memories too. Off bat, I want to say, I don't think that I experienced more joy during this podcast than dressing up for Halloween both years.
Yes.
I would like to aggressively agree. Like,
That, just so much fun. I felt like I was in a show.
absolutely.
Because also we filmed multiple episodes like when we would shoot that. So we were doing costume changes, makeup changes. We had wigs, we had hair.
when we did the Heathers and we even sang
Oh my God,
together,
yeah,
we
that
had to
was-
have rehearsal. We had to have vocal rehearsal.
Yeah.
And then
We had to warm up. Remember
we had to
warming
warm
up?
We're like, okay, so who's taking what? What's it called? What harmony?
Yeah.
And then like outfits, full face, full
face,
hair.
yes. Well-
Photos, video, hair. Hair
Yeah.
was ready.
Yeah, hair was ready. Hair was laid.
Well, no, you didn't have the red wig. I was going to say you had a wig one time. No, that was
oh
Paloma.
no, that was Paloma. I had the blonde wig for, what are they called? Oh, I almost said Heathers. No, the Halloween ladies.
Who are you blonde for? The witches.
Yes. What is it called?
Hocus
Pocus. Are we okay?
The sinister sisters.
Yes.
Has one drink of
I know.
a
I'm
White
like,
Claw.
Oh my God.
Whoa. Yes. But we've all done wigs.
Yes.
Oh my
yeah.
God, yes, because you guys even did wigs for Boys in Motion.
Oh, those.
Oh, you had
were
a hat.
cute.
You had
I
a
had
hat.
a hat.
You had a wig.
That was nice. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
No, you looked kind of hot.
I kind of was into it.
I was like, I could date him.
Me, yeah, swipe right.
Yeah.
Is it wait, swipe right, or swipe right. No, it was the thumbs that I was like,
Dude, when you announced your pregnancy in a thumb costume, I did that. That's forever on the internet, and I hope
Wait.
that goes down in history.
I forgot that Sierra was in her thumbs for
And that's
that.
what she was like, and I'm also pregnant. And we were like,
Yo, we
Right.
scheduled that.
Didn't I say like, and by the way, if you haven't seen my vlog, I am with Thumb.
oh yeah.
Bro,
Yes.
she's just there with like a paper mache thumb. So, surprise. I have news.
Dude. Also,
Loading. She's loading.
Whoa. Buffering. The unsung hero of all of the Halloween costumes was absolutely Jessica.
Jessica,
Hand
actually, let's take
making,
snaps.
sewing,
Snaps for
sewing.
Jessica.
Please put your thumbs together for me.
Yes.
Dude, I remember seeing them being like, oh shit, these look so good. I don't know what I was expecting, right? Because she was like, oh yeah, I'm making the costumes. And I was like, is it like a full body? Like, are we going to be I don't even know. Exceeded my
fish
expectations.
costume that she sewed
Oh
for
my
me.
God. Dude,
she was like, can you put this
good.
on? I'm like, you did this? Like you.
To your body.
To
It
my
looks great.
body. I'm not going to lie. I
You
did
looked
love that
really
costume.
good.
I was like,
You
we should run that
great.
back.
Well, you all looked great, and I think my favorite thing was us like having to safety clear Sierra jumping in the pool in a shark mascot costume.
Yes.
Yeah.
When we did the Shark Tale episode.
Yep.
Which I'll put on screen here, but that was probably that's actually I'm not going to show it, but that's the profile photo in my phone for you is you like this into the pool.
Here's the thing. I wanted to jump in the shark costume.
Right.
Because what a great way to end the TikTok.
Totally.
And also, like, I'm always down to get in a body of water.
I was gonna say you commit to every bit.
Yeah.
We actually, I think, have 2 videos of Sierra jumping into a pool.
Oh my
Springs.
God.
If this girl's gonna do something, we're gonna jump in a pool.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
But anyways, go on.
Totally.
So I knew I wanted to do that. I thought it would be funny. But we realized, like, okay, this, they say, like, don't jump into water in, like, a wedding dress, right? Because it can, like, envelop you and you can suffocate.
Oh.
Right.
So I'm like, is that going to be how I go? Like, is my obituary going to say, like, drowned in a shark costume?
Specifically, a Katy Perry left shark costume I ordered from Walmart.
Right.
And, like, we've all got to go sometime, but perhaps not yet.
And will that be it?
But if that was how you went,
On brand.
bro.
Viral.
Totally viral. You're right. You're right. Leave a little something for your kids.
So that being said, I think we decided to, like, unzip the back, or, like, I didn't have the
so you
head
could
on.
escape if you needed to
Yes,
escape. Yes, yeah.
And Jessica was watching intently, like making sure you were
I
okay.
made sure the back was open, and I was like, if anything happens, I'm CPR trained.
I know,
like, you're
I know.
gonna be fine. And Sierra's looking at me like,
Yeah, the 3 of us are like, can we do this? Sierra's like, I want to. Jessica's like, all right, well, if we can make it happen safely.
Sarah's like, okay, I'm doing it.
And you know what? I live to tell the tale. The shark tale.
oh,
Period.
God.
Also,
the pun.
I will also like to say, you're a one-take wonder when it comes to that shit. We did it, remember? We were like,
One
especially
take.
at Palm Springs, we were like, we only have one take. Because remember, your hair looked so cute. You had it in the little like
Yes.
ponytail things.
Yeah.
And we were dry. So if we did it again,
we
it would
had-
all be obvious.
And the dance, like we were like, we have to get this choreo. That was what was getting me
yeah,
nervous because we
the
were doing the
choreo.
Mean Girls dance
Yeah.
again,
Yep.
and then pushing Sierra in. Like,
Also, we looked so. I forgot we dressed up for Christmas too. We looked so hot in the Mean Girls costumes.
Yes.
so good.
Yeah, I maybe gotta pull that one out of storage.
Listen,
yeah.
somebody we need round 2.
I know. That was
Round
really
2.
good. That was
so
that was
good.
The Cheetah Girls one, you guys.
Oh,
my God.
Our first viral TikTok.
it was.
Oh, TBT to when Sierra got gasoline on her leg. We're on our way to shoot this, and we're stopping for gas. Sierra gets gasoline. You guys,
Opens
is
the car.
Is it bad? First of all, is it
Yeah,
bad? Can
yeah.
somebody probably Google?
And also, she's looking at us, me and Paloma in the car. Is it bad? I just spilled gasoline on my legs. We were like,
call somebody.
she's like, I'm gonna call Steven. Yeah.
It was
Call an
kind of
adult.
burning, but
Right.
we obviously couldn't get a replacement velour tracksuit.
No,
No.
that was hard to get as it was.
Yes.
And we were on our way to shoot. When I said commit to the bit,
We were
I
fighting
mean
even
what I said.
sunset. Like we had to go.
We had to go.
Well, that's the thing. We filmed all those episodes and also the TikToks the same day.
Mhm.
So the Katy Perry sharks at the beach was the same day that we were
Oh my
the
God.
Cheetah Girls in the
Wow.
alleyway.
not to make this theater adjacent, but it's like all the theater kids said, what if we made Tech Week, but we did it in one day? Really though? That's what you did. And then
Wait,
you
that's
said, what
actually
happens
crazy.
if I cover myself in gasoline?
Because you're. In retrospect, we not only shot those episodes, we literally took our asses to the beach to
yes,
get footage.
and then shot TikToks.
Yeah. Committed to the bit.
Yeah.
We
Listen.
really were.
That was also when you kicked the phone. You remember? Because you did that. Everybody
Oh,
knows that something
yes.
good is coming.
And I kicked the phone. Phone went flying.
Phone.
That was a time.
Oh my
Cars were coming in the alleyway. We were almost died. Listen, one thing about us, a Halloween costume, we will do. And then we went into like the trees of somewhere
For the
to
the
do
sisters?
the. Yeah.
Yes. You know what? With 20 whatever wrapping, we're saying goodbye to a lot of things, but I'm not willing to say goodbye to doing a group Halloween costume with you guys. So I think around Halloween time, I need to get my ass up to LA. We need to go out in a really cute costume.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We've got to do it.
Yep. For the memes.
I'm like, we dust off that old Christmas one that we have out. We go out. Here's the thing. We have a dance with that one. That's a good thing. Because then you have a party trick. When you get drunk at the bar, you get to go on stage. You then play the
that's
song. You have a party trick. Surprise, motherfucker.
Are you talking about our Boys in Motion party trick?
Oh,
We also have that choreography.
we do have that choreo, the Boys in Motion. God, that was so funny.
That one did really well too. I remember the response being like, "I'm going to tell my kids that these were the Boys in Motion." I'm like, "We have the Boys in Motion."
It's actually JJJ, but the third J is silent.
Bro. All of a sudden, I felt like,
You know how like when they do that with boys, like if you're like, oh, I'm gonna put makeup on you, and they're like, oh, I don't want to. The second you put lip gloss on, they're like, oh girl,
oh my god,
yeah.
they love
their nails, and they start doing something. I'm like, you guys want to be us so bad. But yeah, when we were dressed up as the boys in motion, I was like,
all of a sudden I was like grabbing my crotch.
Yep.
I was like, I don't even have a thing to hold.
How many girls' numbers do I have on my phone right now? Let me text them all right now.
Why do I feel like I need to send a thirst trap?
Right. I think we took some. I took some.
I definitely posted one on my story. Like, she's cute. I did me. What's up?
Yeah.
Speaking of the Halloween costumes, I was going through. We asked you guys on the 20 whatever Instagram for your favorite 20 whatever memories, and so many people wrote Halloweena.
Yes.
Halloweena will live in my brain forever. On my deathbed, I'm gonna be like, Halloweena.
No, totally. That actually like shook, I think, the internet for a moment.
I also can't believe my mom almost named me that. Like, what was that?
And I can't believe that you like
told everyone.
Admitted that. Yeah.
I can't believe my mom almost named me Halloween. I can't believe I told y'all about that.
And now everyone calls you Halloweena. She should have just named that you. Name that you. Bro, I remember I remember my first beer.
Dude. Which actually, I had a viewer send me a photo of a book named Halloweena, and there was a little witch on it. So I actually haven't done the research, but I've seen a photo of a book of a little witch, and it says Halloweena. And I'm like, is this that part in Halloween Town when Marnie's like, it looks like me. Am I a witch?
Is this play about us?
I am going to look into the book and try to get it and see what the hell's going on, because Rosa, are you copyright? Should we?
Right.
I'm over here thinking I'm original. No, surprise. She saw this book like years and years ago.
Yeah.
But it literally looks like a kid book. So anyways, I digress. Halloween!
I hope on every Halloween post you ever post that there's always comments that say, Halloween arrives!
I hope so too.
Cheers to that. I really hope so
eternity.
too. Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
You need that for yourself.
What a moment in time. That really, like the year that we exposed that, that's why, Halloween, we went so hard. We just.
Yeah, because we said that the first year.
The first year. We uncovered that. Well, got my ass on the couch and I just started.
I know.
Therapy session.
I know.
Like I said, I couldn't be here without you guys. They're like, Paloma, you've reached your 101 therapy session. Congrats.
You did it.
2 years of therapy.
I mean, seriously, though, I do feel like there's so much self-reflection and like work that we all did together on this couch that was so interpersonal.
Totally.
And to share that online is hard but rewarding. And in those responses on Instagram, there were so many people who specifically called out the body image episode.
Yeah,
and
the bikini body one.
Yes.
Yes. That was a really impactful episode to be a part of as like a host, but also as I felt like a viewer during a lot of that conversation.
Totally.
And I felt so seen and heard as if I wasn't a part of the conversation, but then I was a part of it. And I was like, this is gonna like resonate. And it was hard. I remember not being super excited for it because I was like nervous and like feeling insecure. And I was like, I don't want to talk about how I'm insecure. Like, please. But like talking about it, especially with you guys, it was so rewarding and like comforting. And then to just read all the comments from that, like even to this day, you know, people are like, I still listen to this. Like it still really resonates with me. And like, I love it so much. And I would say that that's one of my favorite episodes as well.
Yeah. Please go back and watch that one. That one really shook me. And like you mentioned, I remember before shooting that one being like, oh my God, like I'm about to really like open up about this, you know? And it's something that you deal with every single day and just
but like to yourself. You know,
yourself,
that's something that you don't like broadcast. You're like, oh yeah, I'm insecure about this and this, but like I make it okay because I think about this thing. And that's like your inner conversation, your inner monologue. And maybe something you share with like a close friend.
Yeah.
But to just air it all out like that, I must really trust you guys.
I know. And so many of the things I like remember going back to some episodes and being like, that's so funny how I was thinking like that. Like, because your mind obviously changes. You grow and you evolve. Right. But like in that moment, that was really my truth and like how I felt. So like going back to some of these episodes, you're like, oh, look at her. Like, here's the thing, baby, you're going to believe in yourself soon. Like, I know you're so insecure or whatever. And it's just like, I didn't even see that in myself until like the time goes by. So it's just such a beautiful moment to like be able to look back and be like, wow, we have grown, we have changed, and we're going to continue to grow and change. Damn.
I know.
'Tis life. I mean, how many realizations did we have literally on this couch? We'd be talking and we would be like, wait a minute. Oh, it just dawned on me.
Yeah.
That's
Write
why
that down.
I mean,
Literally.
and I think this is from childhood trauma.
Yeah, always.
Remember me? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember there was an early iteration when we were, brainstorming initially after the Big Bear retreat where it was on the table kind of as a joke, kind of seriously, but there was a alternative universe that the podcast was called Write That Down, and we acronymed it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot about that TVT. Because we kept saying, write that down, write that down.
Because everything was just gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were just coming to so many realizations. I think the other episode that really had a big impact on me like that too was the We're Not Really Strangers episode.
Oh.
There was a lot of tears with that one, but I felt so much closer to you guys afterwards and and close in a way that like I don't think I would have gotten to because I wouldn't have asked those questions. Like I wouldn't have inquired in the way that we were inquiring because of the way the questions were. And it felt so intimate.
Yeah.
And I feel like we got to share like a different part of ourselves to the internet as well during that game.
Yeah. That one got deep.
Yeah, it did.
I didn't even know to ask that. You
I know. And then there we all were crying.
On this couch.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, this couch and these walls have seen a lot of tears, but a lot of joy and heard a lot of stories.
Lots of
Witnessing.
singing.
I know.
Lots of singing also.
I know. So thank you not only to this couch, but you viewers for witnessing our truth and our history and like being so kind to us as we like navigate through it all,
To that, I also want to thank you guys for opening up your arms, especially if you were a Sierra Unfiltered viewer before and just, a Sierra fan before. Thank you for being so open to Paloma and I and like embracing us with open arms. And I felt super supported this whole time, even though things have changed. And at the beginning, it's always hard when things change because you just want what you want and you like what you like. And I feel really appreciative of the way that you have treated Paloma and I throughout this. And I feel like I can speak for both of us where we're really grateful and we appreciate it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I am so grateful for you guys for just showing up so authentically as yourselves on this couch every week for the episodes, but every month as we sat down to film. And I just think what Steven saw in Big Bear and all of our conversations where he was like, you guys need to do a podcast, like that is so beautiful and magical, but it also takes a lot of like kind of emotional labor to bring that out and have those conversations, especially on camera. Right. And I just appreciate you guys so much for like doing this project with me and bringing so much to the table and being your authentic selves. And I think it made such an impact on the viewers and from, all the comments and messages that I've seen from you guys. Like it just makes me feel so proud of what we did and grateful for this project in this last 2 years because it's just been so amazing. Yeah. I've just loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one so you guys on Instagram did a little box and they're very cute. Thank you so much if you participated. This one's from Katie Stewart. It says, every episode because you guys are so relatable. I love listening and feeling like we're friends. Which like makes my heart, like P said earlier, heavy sad.
Yeah.
Really like the extremes of both. Such happy sad, but also like, thank you for listening every week. Oh my God.
I know. Thank you so much to those of you that tuned in, honestly, every single week and like supported and always commented and engaged. And it just has felt like we have been playing, like we have been engaging this. And like, I love checking the comments and seeing your Woo Girl minutes. And I think that's going to be one of those things that I'm going to miss the most is like those Woo Girl minutes and hearing from you and what you're celebrating. So please feel free at any time. My DMs are always open. Message me. Tell me what you're doing and what you're celebrating because Woo Girl is forever. We are always here to celebrate you. And just as we are rooting for each other in real life, we're going to be always rooting for each other online as well for you. So please keep chasing those dreams. And if I can say anything and leave this podcast as like literally put yourself out there, believe in yourself, chase your dreams. If at any point in that journey, you want to talk to someone, DM me. If you're like, I'm scared to start the dream, I'm chasing the dream, or I'm literally living the dream. I want to hear it all. So please keep us involved.
Yeah, keep us updated. I will say that one thing that I loved reading was that you guys felt like you were just hanging out with friends. And when we got to meet some of you at the show, I really felt that because I was talking to a lot of you as if you were friends. Like they would come up and be like, oh my God, bitch, hey, like, oh my God. That's how I talk to my friends. And you guys were like, oh my God, yeah. And I was like, We are friends.
We were like,
I knew it.
Literally
How did I know?
screaming.
I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it. I knew it.
Here's the thing: you vibe it out. You know, you can just
Totally.
you get drawn to people and creators, and it's like the soul, the spirit, that aura that we're talking about. We have found each other, and it's been so great to been found by you guys.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
Ugh, I literally
know.
just all I want to do is say thank you.
Do you remember when, before we even launched the podcast, we announced that we were like, yeah, we're doing this podcast, but it was like, I think it was like 2 weeks or so before our first episode actually went live and we were at Disneyland, and two like pre-viewers, because obviously we didn't have the podcast yet, 2 pre-viewers came up to us and talked to us and was like, oh my God, you guys are doing the podcast 20 whatever. And we were like, how do you know?
I know, that is so, you're so right.
Remember?
This was like pre, was it one episode was out, or like how did they?
There was, because we had announced, we had made the announcement on Instagram.
And we had done a couple episodes just for funsies under Sierra Unfiltered.
Yes.
And that was when I like did an episode with Steven. And like, we were just kind of like, okay, do we want to do a podcast in some semblance on this platform?
Right.
And then we had realized the magic sauce.
Yes.
And that we wanted to do this and we were going to rebrand it. And
then we did. And then we told them, oh, our podcast launches and, you know, like our podcast launches and we're doing this. And it was like 2 weeks, maybe a week before the first episode came out. And we were with friends and they were like gagged.
That's right.
And I was like, I too am gagged.
I know.
It was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy.
Ugh. So much love.
That's so exciting. That was a crazy time.
I know. It's been crazy, this whole thing, you know? It's just like overwhelming like support.
Remember when we went to Malibu?
That is one of my favorite memories of this podcast. That was
TBT.
so fun. Shout out to the amazing brand rep at Patchology who set that up for us, because that is one of my favorite experiences I've ever had from doing YouTube.
That was like, I remember being like, I've always like wanted this, but I didn't think this was gonna happen like right now. Like this. Like this is crazy.
Yeah. That was so amazing. Like just everything in that experience, but also like enjoying each other and getting to like play through that all. Like I remember we ended up getting in like robes. Like after we shot all the Patchology and we did our work, we're like, okay, now that we're here, bathrobes, we should sing
new hairspray. Yeah,
New Girl in Town. And there we were, New Girl in Town.
Yes. And
like with our little slippers.
We ended up, because it like rained like really bad one night, and we ended up watching Princess Diaries and like drinking like rosé in the room. And then they gave us like movie snacks because like we couldn't go like do anything
because of the rain. Yeah.
Oh, that was so fun. And we got massages.
Yeah. My first massage ever. I was gagged.
Changed your life.
It did change my life.
She's like, wait a minute.
I know. It was so amazing. And it was beautiful. Like that was the most beautiful like
property,
resort.
like,
yeah.
It's the nicest resort I've ever stayed at.
It was so nice.
Yeah. Basically, if you weren't watching the podcast during that time,
we have vlogs.
Yeah.
So
we'll
everybody vlog that. Yep.
We were sent on basically like our own mini brand trip. Like they were like, okay, we want, you know, we're doing this brand deal with you. We want to send you guys on like a girls' weekend to shoot the content and just have fun. And we were like, obviously, yeah, like we're so on board. And, you know, then they sent us the place that they wanted to put us up, and it was like so expensive. And we were like, oh my God.
And we're like, oh my God, yeah.
Would love to go. I'm available.
Yeah.
Let me clear my
Calamigos Ranch.
Calamigos
Ranch. Yeah.
And it's close to Casamigos, so you know what?
We knew it was meant to be.
That's so great.
That was such a fun trip.
But also, that resort was kind of like in the middle of nowhere. I do remember driving, like passing Malibu and just like keep going. And you're like, this is still LA. Like, where are we going?
We're in the sticks right now.
Yeah, we really were in the boonies, like just middle of nowhere. And then you're like, you show up to this huge ranch, like beautiful resort. You're like, oh, snap.
It was definitely giving, you know, in New Moon where they show like the Cullens' house and it's like in the trees, but it's like so bougie and nice.
Yes.
It was giving like that. Yes. Like you have to drive so far up and there's like nothing and you don't think anything's there. And it's just like this nice ass house.
I'm actually so glad you found a way to plug Twilight, because can we talk about the fact that like really this maybe none of this would have happened without Twilight?
Remember when you had never seen it before?
And we all got together so you guys could make me watch it.
Yes.
We made a vlog and people were like, oh my God, you guys are so funny together. Like you guys should do a podcast talking about this. And was that the first thing we ever did online, all three of us?
I think it was, because one of the comments here is the very first episode, The Twilight of It All by Love Struck.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that's right.
When you said that, I was like, wait, wasn't our first podcast episode about Twilight?
Like
we watch it like
because we talked about how you had never seen it. And so we had to do the whole lore of it all. Wow. Oh my God. Also remember this room is like so different. We were
Yeah.
just like sitting behind a table.
Oh my
Remember
God, that's
that?
true.
And the walls were
Dude.
gray.
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna have to go watch back like the
I
first
know.
episodes and be like, look at those babies.
I know those babies, literally babies. Aw.
That's so sweet.
Remember our photo shoot?
Yes. Oh, that was so fun.
Those photos are gorgeous.
I know.
Like I love our photos.
They're so beautiful.
I know.
Speaking of crying,
Oh.
there were a lot. One of them from Elizabeth. I'm going to read a few, so bear with me. Elizabeth Chapstick said, "I like when you all cry, even Riayn, and then laugh about it," which is tea as fuck. And then also there was a one that said from Justin, 0 days since crying.
Yep.
Correct. And you know what I will say? I did bring the tissues literally right here just to show
Just
you.
in case.
We never did get that Puffs Plus lotion sponsorship.
Or the White Claw one. Honestly,
That's so
how dare
and
you?
That's why I'm drinking wine today.
She's a boycotting.
And that's why my White Claw logo is covered.
Right.
Sorry, yeah. Never know what's in here. Sorry. Should have paid us. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. No, this was the other one by Lynn. When you say you're not going to cry talking about something emotional and then cry a lot.
Right.
Yeah. No lies were told.
No, it's always like, I don't want to cry about this, but and when I was in third grade, like that's what it is.
Oh God, that's literally what I sounded like last episode. Help me. If you haven't watched that last episode, go watch it.
Yeah, that'll explain why we're doing all of this.
Yes. Me fight. Here's the thing. I could like, because you can feel it in your throat. I'm like, it's
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
I'm gonna
I
fight.
know, you
fight.
were
You're like,
clearing
yeah,
your
I can
throat.
hear you. Paloma, I can see your throat.
Yeah,
quivering.
literally. I could see it in your throat.
On a lighter note, one like just random memory that just makes me laugh thinking about it on this couch is El Niño del Mar.
Oh my God. I totally forgot about that. When Paloma almost risked her life.
Bro.
Almost died.
It was your dream from the soap opera.
Yes. No. Okay. Quick, just a little brief, like little recap if you didn't listen to that episode, but also go back and listen to that episode. I confessed to Sierra that I literally fell in love with this boy from a telenovela, and he was El Niño del Mar. And so when I went on vacation to Mexico, my cousin was like, "Oh my God, look at that boat out there. It's the El Niño del Mar." I was convinced that was El Niño del Mar. So I ran into the ocean and actually was drowned. Like I had to go get rescued.
You were drowning.
I can still feel, again, the video, I can still feel myself being pounded by the waves and like having to like be resuscitated, like,
resuscitated.
Bro, I remember them pushing like on my body, but like I can't remember because I was so blacked out. Like I
Right.
don't remember. I just remember being like somewhere else, being like, "What happened?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" So he wasn't in the boat.
Right. So it wasn't him.
It wasn't his boat. Dude, my cousin got in so much trouble.
Right. That is so
And that's when you
funny.
knew you were a hopeless romantic.
Right.
What I did for love.
What I did for love.
Anything, obviously. Risk my life.
Yeah. Drown. She said it's a Titanic, bitch.
Girl, the way I could have really like ended it there. Like
Me in the shark costume.
bodies of water.
Wait.
What?
Speaking of low-key maybe almost drowning in the body of water. What was his name? Connecticut man? Denver man?
Yes,
What was his
Denver
name?
man.
Denver man.
Oh,
Oh yeah. I swim. I know what I'm doing. Drowning.
Bro, that was when she
Suffering.
was swimming with the leopard sharks.
Yes.
Right? Oh
Yeah.
my God,
Yes.
Sierra.
And that was, I think, our summer bucket list episode, where we, or maybe it was a follow up to that. Which one of the ones that I saw from the question box, one of the viewer submissions, was Sparkly 21. As a summer lover, my favorite was the summer bucket list episode.
That's a good one.
It's a great episode.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic episode.
Go back and hear that poor man's
I
tragedy.
know, but it's so funny. But that's like so like a man to be like, oh yeah, I do this all the time. I got it.
Sierra's
Do
like,
you?
actually, I got it.
Right.
Hold.
Saving this man.
Yeah, trying to have to help.
Trying to help him.
But it's always the man's like that. Like, poor.
I
He should
know.
have just not
He
said
shoulda
nothing.
said
Yeah.
nothing.
But anyway.
Speaking of the men.
no.
No, not what you think. Haley Olsen Makeup said, Spirit the Horse being a sexual awakening, and Elizabeth.
Yes. Elizabeth. Yeah, Spirit. That resonated with a lot of people. I got a lot of DMs that were like, agree, like Spirit is really that man. I'm like, he really is that guy.
He's got that song.
Yeah,
like it's the energy.
It's the
eyebrows. It's the eyebrows.
But did you guys know that Spirit the horse is a real horse. That's like based. It's like based. I was gonna say based off of a real person, but
A real story.
based off a real horse.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really? How'd you learn about that?
TikTok.
Oh,
Duh.
of course.
The news.
Of course.
TikTok.
An article I read.
Literally. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Real horse.
Real
So-
horse.
I'm not thirsting after the real horse. I'm thirsting after the cartoon horse.
Because the real horse doesn't have those eyebrows.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And that's the only reason why.
Oh my goodness.
Lila says shark costume / and you did it at my birthday dinner.
And you did it at my birthday dinner. Oh my God. When we were doing what was it? That's a pop culture lore.
Yes.
When we talked about all pop culture moments that altered our brain chemistry. Yeah.
That was such a fun episode.
That was a great episode.
That was us taking turns quoting our favorite Wendy Williams moments. I think, if
literally.
anything. That's what that
in
was.
Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about the Dramageddon lore,
Yes.
which it's still my favorite to this day. I think that's my favorite YouTube drama to like ever play out in front of my eyes.
Maybe you should consider
day.
doing a video of just going
Like a deep
through it.
dive?
Yeah, just like a
Reacting to it.
Yeah, yeah. Just like
Mm.
I would
recapping
pay
it
money.
all.
This is old, but I'm interested, so we're gonna talk about it.
I feel as though
We need it.
I would
the people
click.
need it.
I would click.
Let me know if you need that, because I'll do it.
She's like, and first things first. She has a PowerPoint. I think that'd be kind
Oh.
of funny.
Put on some
Oh.
glasses. Get like one of those
Right.
pointer sticks that teachers would use. It's like,
Totally.
first.
First, you see this man. This is Jeffree Star.
You think I'm not gonna sit down with my like salad bowl? Like, oh, here we go, here we go.
Yeah.
Also, first of all, I don't know why I said salad bowl. I
Yeah, I mean,
have never
salad.
eaten a salad in my life. I sit down with my sandwich. That's
we
what I'm
go,
doing. That's what
yeah.
I was looking for.
So Sarah says the story of Sierra's mom thinking, more than 3 or less than
Yep.
3 meant eating
Eating
ass.
ass.
Hardest I've laughed at the pod.
that actually did shake me. Does she know? Does she know we talked about that?
I don't know if she knows that we talked about it. She like listens to some episodes, but I don't think she listens to like every single episode.
Well, that's for the
So
best.
she may have missed that. But yeah, my mom found my MySpace when I wasn't supposed to have a MySpace. And like
Relatable.
my friend had like hacked it, where they write a little message and ended it with a heart. And as my mom was going on her, and you kept this from me and what is this? Eating ass? I'm like, it's a heart.
You're like, ew.
Can't believe you went there, mom. What the
Yeah.
heck? Crazy.
Which is also crazy because that definitely like was not the tea.
But like, it's really
Like, we were definitely
the
not talking
lesson
about
could be
eating
like
ass.
the mouth and like the
Yeah, no.
like here's the thing.
Totally. As soon
Visually,
as you
I see
said it, I was
visually.
like, okay, for sure.
If I wasn't like so distraught as a 6th grader about having been caught hiding this from my mom, I should have pulled the what's wrong with your mind?
Right? Why would you?
Why would you make that?
right.
Are you eating?
Is that what you're
ass?
thinking about?
If Sierra had any grounds to stand on, that's what she would have come back with.
But instead,
in the
she
moment-
couldn't because she wasn't supposed to be
Have
on
a
that app
MySpace.
anyway. So
I was 12 and crying.
Yep.
Bro, when my mom found out I had a MySpace too, she was so mad. Like, she really was like, I told you are not allowed to have this. And I was just like, everyone has one. That honestly was my rebuttal. Just everyone has one, mom. I like don't want to be bullied for not being cool or not having
Right.
one. Like, it's
Right.
tough out here, Rosa, please.
As fuck. I never got caught with mine.
Ugh,
Good.
big slay.
Good. I know.
Because I wouldn't have been able to talk my way out of like keeping it. And I knew that. Like I wasn't gonna be able to be like, well, like that just didn't matter. And I was like, she's just not gonna find out. Sorry, girl. I don't even know if she knows now. I'll tell her.
Next time you guys are having
Yeah, I
cocktails,
mean,
you're like, oh my
like,
God, and so TBT.
Hey, so actually I had a MySpace girl. I did. She's gonna be like, oh my God.
That's how I felt about finally telling my mom about how I met my boyfriend Riayn, because I met him
Oh,
through
yeah.
Hinge, but I couldn't tell my mom at the time that I had just moved to LA and I'm dating men that I met on the internet. She would freak
Right.
out. So I told her I knew him through a coworker's friend or whatever. So
Right.
finally, after we've been together for like 3 years or however long, I was like, I'm ready to tell you. And she's like, tell me what? I'm like, the truth. I actually met Riayn on the internet through the app. She goes, how can I trust him? How do we even know? What?
I'm like, it's too late. It's been 3 years and you have met him now so many times. So it's
There's something about finally telling your mom the truth about the tea. You're like, and by the way, that was a bong.
TBT to your hookah.
You're like, I actually was smoking.
was heroin.
Sierra, just tell me, are you doing heroin? You're like, oh
like,
my
no,
God,
heroin.
It's hookah. Oh, all right.
Oh, that's
No.
fine.
She's like, oh, well, at least not heroin.
right? You're like, no, yeah. At
The
least.
mind going there as like a parrot.
No,
is
going straight there. No, yeah.
yeah.
It is so funny. 'cause
Is
it's
this
like the
eating
most
ass?
extreme. I'm like,
You're like,
I'm
what's-
like, I'm doing something so much less severe than
I know.
that.
Yeah.
I know.
So I feel like now that you've just like thought I was doing something crazy, I feel like I shouldn't get in trouble now because I'm really not
I know.
doing
I'm like, I
anything.
haven't.
It's like, I think I told this story on the podcast, but I know I've told you guys when Kenzie and I bought ducks and then we were
Yes.
hiding them in the backyard being all sneaky. And my parents were like, okay, they're hiding like drugs or alcohol or something.
Right.
And then they went back there and it was two
Ducks.
baby ducklings. Like, you can't be mad.
No,
You're like-
because this could have been drugs.
This could be marijuana.
Yep.
correct.
But it is, in fact, two baby ducklings.
Both from the earth.
Well, also marijuana's from the earth.
That's what I said.
Oh.
Both from the
I
earth.
thought you were talking about the two ducklings.
Them two.
I was like, yeah. What was the name of them again?
Mimi and Petrie.
Mimi and Petrie.
You know what Mimi, Petrie, and marijuana have in common? From the earth.
Yeah.
God made.
Mimi and Petrie, that's so cute. My bitches, Mimi and Petrie. Mama, please, we have to keep them now.
Right. Right.
I could be doing drugs, Mom, but instead.
And if you take these ducks, I will.
I might.
I'll run.
Don't push me there.
What will I have to do with my time rather than being a mother? The youth. Oh, God.
Okay. I have two food-related ones that I'm excited to read for you guys. First is from Hannah. Paloma being so excited about the PSL. And then Ina says, Sierra's Brie apple sandwich, my Roman Empire.
Dude,
Let's talk about that. Brie
let's talk
sandwich.
about that.
Let's rewind. Take it away.
Here's the thing.
What did it mean to you?
It honestly, it tasted like how fall makes me feel. You know? Like I really like we were just and you were just so in your like cheese board era.
Mhm.
Like that. I feel like that was like peak height. Like you were like, I'm into all the cheeses. And so you really got like the best brie and the apples, the bread, all of it. It just I think about it.
And let me tell
Often.
you, it was so reassuring to me that you guys loved it too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, is this really that good?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Right.
am I just pregnant?
Right.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
yes.
You guys were
Yes.
like, no, this is fantastic.
It really was
And
so
now I'm
good.
looking forward to fall not only for the PSLs, but for the brie and apple honey.
I know.
Sandwich.
And that spread that you got that one time from Trader Joe's for a
Oh,
separate cheese board you did.
yes.
Like, no, this is when Sierra was in her cheese board bag. Like seriously? No.
I feel like every time we came over here, she was like, "Oh yeah, I just made a cheese board."
But like different every time.
She's like, "Should I make a cheese board?" We're like,
we're like,
it was always that. We're
yes.
like, "Yeah."
So definitely that spread too. Like I
Yeah.
can't even remember I can't even remember what
I don't
spread it
even
was, but it was a
know.
spread. And I asked Sierra, what the hell is this? Where did you get this? She said Trader Joe's. I said, I have to get my ass to Trader Joe's.
Yes.
But it probably was seasonal. You know how
Yeah.
they always hit you with that season. So can't wait for it to be October 1st. PSLs, cheese, brie,
Halloweena.
Halloweena, the
Halloweena.
spreads, the
All of
costumes,
it.
all of it. Oh my God, I can't wait. Oh
All
my
of it.
God. Like actually the countdown probably has already begun. Well, I mean, we already had 4th of July. The next
Right.
holiday coming is Halloween.
Right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
I think because
Well, yeah, no, because all the memes are okay. July 4th is over. Well, they're like July 1st. They're like, okay, everybody straight now. No more gays. And Pride's over. And then they're like,
send back the
4th
gays.
of July.
Yeah.
Okay, that happens. Everyone fireworks. And July 5th hits. It's Halloween. I disagree. I'm not into that.
I think
Can't
that
lie.
everything should have its time, and I'm okay.
Yes.
I live in California, and I want to have my
Let's-
summer.
let's
So
have
let's
summer
not
be
rush to
summer.
Halloween. I want it to be because I need to have the right vibe. Like you said, it feels like fall. It doesn't feel like fall. I don't want a PSL right now. I don't want that. It just doesn't feel
We're
right.
talking about Halloween and it's 95 degrees.
Why does Michael's have an entire Halloween section already? I think I saw Trisha Paytas go or something, and I was like, "What is this?" Like, honestly, that little ghosty with the cute pink flower is adorable.
Right.
But like, let's not make Halloween themed like
summer
stuff. Like
yeah.
September 1st.
yes, September
I feel
1st.
like that's fair.
Thank you.
School has started. You know, we're back. You know, we're starting.
Yeah, I agree.
It's time for the pool, you know, and the beach and the rooftops and the travel of it all this summer.
I know. Yeah, I don't want to see the decor yet. Why did I go to Costco and I saw some Disney like mansion Halloween themed? I said, listen, I love that shit, but in due time.
In due time.
In due time. I can't.
We don't need to rush. We're already, everything's so fast already. Like, let's not like wish we were in October right now. Like,
Agreed.
And I don't want to be sick of it by October 31st.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what makes it special. It's not all the
Halloweena
time.
needs time to cook.
she's not ready yet.
It's like coming, emerging like the great pumpkin. Like, I'm just not ready.
She's still cooking.
Okay, so we actually had a ton for your March Madness decom rankings.
Oh, yes. And low key, it felt rigged. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
But what other answer? It was just gonna be High School Musical, and like it just was gonna be.
I
And I
know.
don't know how to
And I'm sorry for if you were expecting something else, because what you should have expected was that.
I think the only thing that I would say that I do believe that is better to me is the Cheetah Girls franchise. Not the third one, obviously.
Oh.
But I think musically, visually, storyline, I do think that that's a better Disney Channel movie musical situation than High School Musical.
I mean, we have a VHS of it up there.
We do.
On
And
the
we
set.
also have Kenny Ortega right
Ortega.
here. So if I had to put 2 and 2 together, it would be the High School Musical franchise and the Cheetah Girls franchise. Like, those are my favorites.
Okay, speaking of which, something I want to do before we wrap this final episode, look around on the shelf. And I want you guys to pick anything that you want to take as your memento of 20 whatever. Because we've
Not
got some little
this.
pieces of gold up there.
Oh my god!
I want the record.
Take it, Jess.
That's
You deserve it.
Oh
deserved
my
it,
God,
and you
Jess,
fucking earned
you
it.
do.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to take me and King Kenny.
Oh my god! I know. I'm like, do we have a little photo over here? I think we have like
We
a
do have a
Polaroid
little
over there.
Polaroid.
I'm
We
gonna have to take the
do.
Polaroid of the girls. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that one.
And those are one of a kind too, because it's a Polaroid.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, T.
So guard it well.
You guys, it's been such a joy
I know.
and a gift, truly.
No, I mean, we already talked about this in the last episode, so go watch it if you have not. But I think all of our journeys, truly all of us, like especially in, content showing up on the internet, has been changed because of the podcast. And I would not be doing what I'm doing now without it, and without the encouragement of you guys, and without the encouragement of the viewers as well. Like, this has been an actual life-changing experience for me, and I'm so grateful for it.
And it's been so fun to do.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, like, the biggest thank you to you guys for doing this with me and for showing up as yourselves every week on this couch. Thank you to you guys for watching. And huge, huge thank you to Jess, who is so often the unsung hero of the show. And none of this, from the framed photo of Kenny Ortega to the mural on the wall to the technology stuff, none of this would be possible without Jess. So
Yeah.
thank you, Jess, for doing everything that you do.
I was literally,
yeah. Oh my God, literally on the couch right
you
now.
beat me to it because I was literally about to be like, Jess, you should come sit over
Jess.
here with
Oh
us.
my gosh.
And you're wearing red.
Get
It's
in here. Get.
Perfect.
I'm wearing
Oh.
black
Beep, beep, beep,
because
beep,
I'm
beep.
mourning.
Thank you. We have our fun ones from last time. Sorry,
my
my camera's dead.
Welcome, Jess.
No,
Thank
welcome
you.
to the couch.
No feet for free.
No, never that.
No feet.
You can
for
find it in the
free.
links below. I'm just kidding.
You're like, where am I going from here?
Yeah. OF, JK.
OF.
Well, never say never.
Well, you're right. Never say never.
I feel like it'd be more likely to do a Patreon for my feet.
That's fair.
Yeah. I like their business model more.
Listen, stay tuned.
I think they give a higher cut to creators.
I
so.
think they do.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe we'll see each other on Patreon with the toes content.
with the toes. Hey.
You guys, seriously, sitting here, I know, like, now that Jess has joined us here on the couch, like, I can really feel this energy, and this is just so beautiful, like, what we have made here, and, like, I love you guys so much, and I literally will remember this for the rest of my life, and I'll reflect on it all the time, and I just can't thank you guys enough for this amazing experience. So, love you guys.
Oh,
Love you guys.
No, I love you guys.
Only one thing comes to my mind while we're sitting here, and as cheesy as it is, it's the lyric from Wicked. You know, who can say if I've been changed for the better?
I've
been changed for good. I've loved doing this with you guys, and I feel like it's been so special and just one of the most fun things I've ever done, and getting to call this work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just the best.
Yeah, I've been changed for good, for sure. I can't let go. So happy, sad.
Happy sad.
Love you guys.
I feel really grateful, and I'm ready to I feel really supported in this next chapter, and thank God for the internet. Thank God.
Yeah.
Because you can catch us all there, and we're going to catch each other there, and obviously we're going to see each other and hang out, and it's going to be great. And
This feels
is
like
not-
an end, but it's not
it's
an
not
end.
over,
It's a
but-
beginning.
Because we're going to be front row when you're having your Broadway debut.
amen. Correct.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my God. And honestly, I'll see you guys there. Like,
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Oh,
Love you
Right.
guys so much. Seriously. Thank you so much to the viewers. Thank you guys so much for loving and watching and supporting us and holding us. And who's going to send us off?
leave your woo girl moments in the comments below. We will read them all. We love you guys so much. We love each other so much.
follow along with all of our journeys. The links to our personal channels will be down below. And Riayn, I'm just so excited to see everything that you do with your channel and everything in LA. And Paloma, wherever theater takes you, we're going to be there cheering you on. And
Yes.
Jess, everything that you're doing and, still going on this journey together with the collective and everything. I just am just so grateful for all of you guys.
All right, King Kenny, take us out. We're all in this together.
Please note that this episode may contain paid endorsements and advertisements for products and services. Individuals on the show may have a direct or indirect financial interest in products or services referred to in this episode.